Well, that is a clip of Nick Cannon, a very well-renowned comedian, actor, singer, producer, and director in Hollywood, sharing his journey, sharing his experience as a lupus warrior. That, of course, introduces our topic today. We are talking about lupus, and we are going to speak to someone who is going to share with us her journey living with lupus, the signs and symptoms, how to take care of yourself, how to take care of people around you who are lupus patients, and understand why is it that it is mistaken for HIV and AIDS, and even get to understand the dietary requirements for patients and people surviving lupus, and so much more that we have to talk about this morning. Good morning, this is Real Talk, and my name is Christine Kiai. Now you can text us on 22162 starting with the word circuit, and of course find us on social media at eCircuit Y254 at eCircuit TV show rather, on every social media platform. Now of course in studio I have Esther Wanjiku, who is a lupus survivor, and she has felt a calling within herself to start an organization, a campaign to educate and to create awareness and sensitize people about lupus, and she's going to be telling us so much more about her journey. Her awareness campaign is called Treasured Stars. Thank you so much, Esther, for coming through.
Thank you too.
Yes, it's such a pleasure to have you. Let's start with just understanding what is lupus, because I think it's something that not so many people know about and confuse it for very many other things. So what is lupus?
Okay, lupus, it's an autoimmune disease, and first of all, it doesn't have a cure. So as we know, the immunity system is the one which protects our bodies against the foreign diseases, viruses, or any other diseases that is coming to our bodies. But with lupus, it mistakes those foreign diseases with the organs that are in our body. So it attacks the organs that are in the body. So it can attack the kidney, the lungs, the joints, the skin, any organ that it can find. So yeah, that's lupus.
All right, so you're saying that it is not curable.
Yes.
As well. So how long, or what is the lifespan for someone living with lupus? Is it just normal, human being lifespan, or is it shorter, or what's the case?
So it depends with an individual. For example, like if another person has attacked the kidneys and another person the joints, so it depends with the magnitude of the attack which it has caused. So about the lifespan, we'll say it doesn't have a lifespan, because there are some who they have died when they are even 12 years, even in 15. It depends, but also there are some who can live longer with lupus. Yes.
All right. Is it hereditary?
Yeah, it's hereditary. It can be caused with the environment, or even the medicines that we take. It can trigger the lupus to occur. Yes.
All right. So now, just coming to your personal experience, when did you first get diagnosed with lupus?
Wow. When I was 13 years, that was in class 8.
Okay.
But the whole of when I was now in 12 years old, now that whole year, we were trying to find what was happening in, because there were symptoms that they were coming and zinaenda tena. They come and they go, so it was hard. So even for the lupus patients, it's very hard for the doctor to come to a conclusion that this person is suffering from lupus, because they mimic other diseases like HIV, because the symptoms of lupus, it's the same as for the HIV or the cancer patients. So most of the patients, when they go to the hospital, they are being tested for maybe HIV or cancer or malaria or yes. So it took a long period, like a whole year. So when I was in class 8, 13 years old, Now that was the time the doctor concluded that I have lupus. Yes.
All right, and you know, of course, when you're in class 8, you're at like that point where you're now cautious about yourself as a young adult. You have started, you know, your body has started transforming. So at first, when you were told you had lupus, you know, and just being explained to that your body, instead of, you know, fighting germs or other foreign bodies, it's fighting your own organs. Did you understand what it was?
No, I didn't understand. And the doctor opted to give me books to read and articles, but it dawned on me when I finished Form 4 that I have lupus. So pretty much my high school and the class 8, I didn't know I had lupus because I was in and out of hospitals. Yes, and it was so hard because for me my symptoms were the joints, and I was finding hard to breathe, and the butterfly rash. No, that's the one of the symptoms with lupus. Yeah, so it was hard because I was looking myself as a different person. You see, when you are looking at this other person, you are thinking that they are okay, their face is okay, and mine, things are just happening. So it was so hard. Yes.
All right, and okay, first I want to ask, you know, about the treatment process for you. Again, you were just such a young age. How was that entire treatment process like?
It was hard, and it reached a point I got used to hospitals, because after every month I could go to the hospital to check if my kidneys are okay, if my blood count is okay, if it has attacked any other organ in the body. So I was on and off hospital pretty much all my high school. I was like, 1 month I could stay in school, another month I could go to the hospital, because you see, the immunity system is already down, and when it's down, it triggers other diseases to come in the body. So I could get even other diseases that are coming because my immune system was down at that time. Yeah, so like 4 years in and out, but when I finished Form 4, when the doctor now stabilized the lupus and gave me the medicines, now it reduced a bit, but yeah, we go for clinics any other time.
All right. The butterfly rash, what is that?
Okay, the butterfly rash is one of the symptoms of lupus, and it's basically the face. You see, the butterfly has the body and the wings. Now with lupus, the reason why you're calling it a butterfly rash, it's because the body, the nose and we call these ones are the wings, and this one is the body. Yeah. So that's the butterfly rash.
Yeah. All right. So like you know, you were talking about, for you it started from the joints, and you also mentioned that lupus, affects different organs, and for you, of course, I can see it's the skin. So what exactly happens to the skin? For someone who might see that their skin is starting to change, and then they're like, okay, what's going on? How does it, all unfold?
Okay, the skin, first it starts like a ringworm, and or if someone has been burnt, then it progresses. But for me, when I applied a cream, then it went away. But then after a few months, it came back. So when I went to the hospital, the doctor said I no longer have the butterfly rash, but the vitiligo. So mine, it attacked the joints, the skin, which is vitiligo. The joints now is the arthritis, the skin, vitiligo, and now lupus. Yes.
So the vitiligo is part of the lupus.
Yeah, because it's also an autoimmune disease. Yeah.
Which brings me to now the signs and symptoms that one should watch out for. The immediate signs and symptoms.
Okay, there is fatigue, tiredness. There is the joints, they are swelling or you are feeling pain. There's also the memory loss, depression, mouth ulcers, nose ulcers, blood clotting, the butterfly rash, the skin rash, yeah, and the weight loss, and the hair loss. Yes.
Are these caused by the medicine? Does the medicine have any side effects towards this? Or rather, once you started the medication, right? Do this medicine